Have you ever seen the Seinfeld episode about Bizarro Jerry? It's a take on the old Superman comic where Bizarro Superman is the opposite of everything Superman stands for. Did you know we're living in Bizarro world right now? Yeah, it's true. Remember January 6, 2021, when a violent mob incited by Donald Trump stormed the Capitol, broke doors and windows, they left their shit all over the building, and they attacked police officers with bats and flagpoles and fire extinguishers? The result was 150 cops were injured and 5 ended up dying. Fortunately, a highly skilled group of investigators and prosecutors did an incredible job investigating the attack. They used video footage and tips from the public, and the result was one of the most successful federal prosecutions in history. 1,500 guys were convicted, including 900 who committed violent acts against the police. Several were sentenced to long prison terms for violently attacking the police. But this is Bizarro world, which means the cops, the investigators, and the prosecutors are now the villains, and the thugs who committed these crimes are the heroes. First, President Trump pardoned every one of these criminals and then fired many of the FBI agents and federal prosecutors who handled these cases. But to top it, the government is paying the attackers for having broken the law. The Trump administration just paid the family of Ashley Babbitt, who was shot trying to break into congressional headquarters. They gave her $5 million. Now, the other convicted rioters are asking for their share. Enrique Tarrio, who is the leader of the white supremacist group, the Proud Boys, he was sentenced to 22 years in prison for seditious conspiracy. He has now posted a list of demands insisting that they get compensation for the rioters for, quote, their suffering and that of their families. And he wants every FBI agent and every prosecutor that was involved in investigating these cases, he wants them fired. And in fairness, some of these convicted felons did have some regrets. One said, "I'd do it again, but we should have dragged the cops through the streets." Another one of these patriots, who was sentenced to 84 months for assaulting an officer and breaking a window with a tomahawk, compared his fellow convicts to the biblical Israelites who were enslaved and then released by God from their bondage in Egypt. What he's saying is that in today's Bizarro world, Donald Trump is God.